1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat, 4, 5 cat, 6 cat, 7 cat, roar. 8 cat, 8 cat, 8 cat, 9. Your sign, you know it's about time. 9 cat, 9 cat, 9 cat. I know you've been waiting for it. We're about to run down the top 50 fantasy basketball players for 9 cat leagues. We believe every NBA fan should play fantasy basketball. So the way these episodes work, I go through the rankings and projections over on hashtag basketball. The projections basically for season long value for these players, and the rankings being where are players right now. I line them up according to rest of season projections, and then I make some adjustments. Now I'll start by saying this. I'm a points league guy. I love category leagues as well because I just love fantasy basketball and I love the community, but I am a points league guy. So when I saw some of these rankings, I was like, that don't even make no sense. Like, it's crazy, y'all. And I get it. I understand that a lot of this is based on how you build your team, right? You might have a team that's punting a certain category, so the value of a player goes a little higher. It's just wild to me that the default rankings and projections have some of these players in the top 50 and then some notable players outside the top 50. So let's jump right into it. So we'll start off with the first tier, our S tier of players. Number one, no surprise for categories and points leagues, the Joker is number one. Number two, which wasn't surprising, but he's a little higher here in category leagues, is SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Number three is Luka Doncic at number three. Number four, even though he's banged up, for projections where hashtag basketball sees him finishing, we have Victor Wembanyama at number four. Now, this is where it gets crazy, y'all. Huh? Where they do that at? At number freaking 5. You are not going to believe this. At number 5, we have your boy, Austin Reaves. Yes, Austin Reaves is number 5. This is projections. This is not current rankings. This is projections. And if you want to just have a peek here, you can see I'm not making this stuff up. This is number 5. His ADP was 44.2. We got Austin Reaves at 5. Come on, man. Like, I think he's going to have a great season. I don't think he's going to finish top 5. And just to give you more context, I also have the rankings pulled up here. Currently, Austin Reaves is at 8. So I get it that we're optimistic about how he finishes. I could be wrong, but I think for category leagues, I don't think he's going to finish as a top 5 player. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's keep pushing. After Austin Reaves at 5, we have Giannis at 6. We have Tyrese Maxey at 7. And at number 8, we have James the Beard Harden. Number 9, we have Karl-Anthony Towns. And at number 10, we have Anthony Edwards. I'm going to leave all of these players in the S tier just for the sake of this exercise because it's going to get a little cluttered being that we're only going S tier, A tier, B, C, and D tier. So I'm going to try to put at least, 10 players in each tier. And then when I make my adjustments, we'll move some things around. So starting off the next tier at number 11 is Kawhi Leonard. Yep, Kawhi Leonard up at number 11. Number 12 for category leagues right now for projections, rest of season projections, is Scotty Too Hottie Barnes. And I love what Scotty is doing this season. He just wants to go in another tier. Okay, cool. At 13, I would like to see him a lot higher, but Cade Cunningham is over here at number 13. And then at number 14, we have Donovan Mitchell from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then, and this one is shocking, y'all. And I had to double take. Let me check again. So just so y'all don't think I'm out here just making stuff up, right? At number 15, we have Zach Edey. At number 15, we have Zach Edey. Zach said he want to be in the top tier. Jesus, get out of it, bro. You do not belong in the S tier, guy. I don't know if you belong in the A tier, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. So after Zach Edey at 16, we have Jalen Johnson, which seems a lot more palatable. At 17, we got Steph Curry. And 19, we got your man. Let me make sure I got my numbers right here. At 18, my apologies. So let me just recap to make sure I got my numbers right. At 13, we have Cade. 14, Don. 15, Zach. 16, Jalen Johnson. 17, Curry. 18, Murray. 18, Murray. And then next up at number 19, we have Devin Booker right after Murray. And then rounding out the top 20, we got Alperen Sengun, who is way higher in points leagues. He's down here at number 10. So let's number 20. So let's move to 21. We got Lauri Markkanen. We got Derek White. Excuse me. Excuse me. It'll sip of my drink. I'm coughing a little bit, fighting off a bit of a cold. So at 22, we got Derek White. 23, we got Jalen Brunson. 24, we got Evan Mobley. 25, we got Jaylen Brown. Let me just double check my numbers here. Yep, 25, we got Jaylen Brown. 26, we got Trey Murphy III. Anthony Davis at 27. 27. Now, it's worth noting that in points leagues, Anthony Davis is outside of the top 50. So this is interesting to see here for category leagues. Then after AD at 20, after AD at 27, at 28, we got Jimmy $100 cup of coffee Butler. And then over here at 29, we got Miles Bridges. Yep. Oh, my apologies. Mikal Bridges. That's my apologies. Mikal Bridges at 29. So let me grab Mikal here. Mikal is at 29. And Miles is down here. Okay, my apologies. So Mikal Bridges at 29. Josh the Giddey at number 30. He is way higher in points leagues. They have him projected to go in that top 10 area, I believe. At 31, we got De'Aaron Fox. 32, Desmond Bring the Pain Bane, who is nowhere to be found in points leagues rankings right now in the top 50. At 33, Denny Baby Jordan Avdia. At 34, I don't know, did I say 33 for Denny? 33 for Denny. 34 is Kevin Porter Jr. Now, Kevin Porter Jr. is not in the top 50 for points leagues. That is interesting to see. At 35, we got Chet Holmgren. He's number 35 in category leagues right now. At 36, Domantas Sabonis. And then at 37, we have Alex Sarr, who's doing really well for points leagues. And then for, let me get my count right, for 38, we got your man, Ivica Zubac. And then, let me make sure his number is right there. Yep, he's at 38. At 38. And then at 39, we got Franz Wagner. And then at 40, we got Trae Young. It's worth noting in points leagues right now, they do not have Trae Young in the top 50. He is way outside, and I've been lobbying for his projections to be a little higher. I don't know if his injury is working against him. I don't know if it was because of his early season output wasn't very memorable. But for me, I am all about Trae Young being in the top 50, so I love that.
Okay.
After Trae Young at 40, at 41, man, the cliff is here for these guys. Kevin Durant at 41. At 42, Pascal Siakam. I'm lower on Pascal Siakam for all fantasy, so it's good to see him lower than he is in points leagues. He's way higher in points leagues. But, you know, there's some justification there, but I just don't believe him. Then at 43, Bam Bam Adebayo. This is another shocker. At 44, we got Ryan Rollins, number 44 for category leagues. Number 45, Kristaps Porzingis, another player who is not in the top 50 for points leagues the last time we checked. At 46, Jalen Duren. 47, Jalen Williams. 48, Keegan Murray, who is not in the top 50 for points leagues. 49, Tyler Hero. And then a surprising one at number 50, Con Knipple. Let me have another sip of this drink because my throat is tickling me. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look at what we can do. Now, I have some people on the bench that I wanted to mention. They are not in the category league top 50 at this moment. Notable players like Amin Thompson, Paolo Banchero, Julius Randle, LaMelo Ball, Cooper Kupp. Lord forgive me. I'm fantasy football playoffs just started. I am like, my mind is all over the place. Cooper Flagg. LeBron James, Michael Podcast Porter Jr., Brandon Ingram, Vucevic, and then Miles Bridges. So these guys are all outside of the top 50. Let's quickly take a look at the rankings. Now, rankings, again, are where these guys are performing as of right now. And let's see if any of these outside the top 50 players are actually in the top 50 here. So MPJ is 27. This is category league default rankings, their current production right now. He is number 27, and they have him outside the 50 for top 50 for projections. Norman Powell is nowhere in the mix. Julius Randle, he's number 35, but he is not in the top 50 for rest of season projections. LaMelo Ball at 49. He is outside the top 50 for projections, but he is ranked number 49 right now. So you can see there are some question marks here. And again, a lot of this is based on the way people build their team. So your Ryan Rollins might be a lot higher to someone else based on the way they build their squad. But we're going to do our best to try to make some adjustments here. So the first thing I want to do is make sure that we keep 50 in. So if I move anybody into the top 50, then I move somebody out. So the first person I'm moving in, because he's 49 right now, according to the rankings, I'm going to move LaMelo in, and then I'm going to go ahead and move Con Knipple out. So Con Knipple is out. Zach Edey, I'm going to leave Zach Edey because, again, over here, Zach Edey is number 38 according to current rankings, right? And they have him over here in that top tier. So he might be a little too high, but I'm not going to move him out. So I'm going to go ahead and just move him as 20, 30. If he's in that 35 range right now, I'll move him down there just out of respect for what he's doing, right? I do have some hunches about what some players will do, like, let's say, the Giddler. So right now, Josh Giddey, who, again, I was not as high on during the offseason, but I'm all in, especially for points leagues. They have him at 39 in terms of his current rankings, right? But they're still a little high here. Or they have him at looks like at 30. So I'm gonna actually leave the Giddler where he is. Any players that I want to get into this top 50 besides LaMelo, I want to get Julius Randle in here. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to move, and I see who I'm going to move. I'm going to go ahead and bring Julius Randle to 50, and I'm going to bring Ryan Rollins out of here. And let's see where his rankings are. Can we even find Ryan Rollins here? Ryan Rollins is 55. So he's outside the top 50 in terms of current production, current ranking. So it makes sense to just move him out. And Paolo, where's Paolo right now? Is Paolo in the top 50? Doesn't look like he is. No, Paolo is not sniffing the top 50 right now. So I'm going to leave him. Amin is at 67. I'm going to leave him. Pascal Siakam is at 70. And they have him all the way up here. Where is he? Well, no, he's at the bottom of the top 50. So we'll leave him there as well. Okay. So I want to move Amin and Paolo and these guys in, but I just can't justify it. And I don't like Michael Porter Jr. enough to move him up, even though he is currently at, we just said it a minute ago, he's at 27, which is a a strong argument, right? Should we? Maybe if he took it easy in a podcast, I would move him into the top 50. But default projections say he's out. I'm going to leave him out. Let me get another sip here. I need a cough drop. Actually, I might have cough drops. Do I have one? Give me a second, guys. So I do have cough drops. Okay. That should help me. Okay. So I'm not going to move anybody else into the top 50. I'm just going to make my adjustments. First of all, we got to clean up the S tier. These dudes don't belong in the S tier. So I'm going to move Anthony Edwards down. I'm going to move Cat down. I'm going to move Harden down. And I'm sorry, I'm moving Austin Reeves down. I'm not there yet. I'll leave him in the A tier right now, but that's not happening. I'm not leaving him in the S tier. Jokic, SGA, Luka, Wemby, Giannis, Maxey. This looks right. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to trust. Hey, I'm going to assume #basketball. I know the folks at #. I used to work with them as one of their dynasty rankers. I know that they know their stuff. I'm going to trust in their judgment. Moving along to the A tier, some of these people got to go. Namely, Kawhi busted thigh. Leonard, we moving him down. I'm okay with this. I'm going to leave everybody where they are. I'm going to leave everybody there. Now, in this C tier, anything that looks odd, I mean, I guess I'm okay with this too. I won't make many changes here. C tier, Desmond Bane. I'm going to bring Desmond Bane down. Zach Edey, I'm going to bring him down just because of name value. I'm just not there yet. I'm not sold on it. Zubats, I'll bring him down too. And I think I'm going to move Trey up. I'm going to move Trey up to the B tier because when he gets healthy, I think it's going to be on and popping. I think Kevin Porter Jr., I think I might swap KPJ out. He slipped between the cracks. So he's out of here, and we need to move somebody into the top 50. So he's out of the top 50 right now. I'm looking at Amin, Paolo, Cooper Flag, MPJ, LeBron, Brandon Ingram. Let's look at those rankings again and see which I know that KPJ is the highest, but again, his podcast run is making it a forbidden act to move him into the top 50 voluntarily. I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to hold on MPJ for now unless I see something else. I already moved Julius Randle up. Man, this is tough, man. Is it going to be a KPJ day? Oh, my God. I don't believe it. Amin at 67. Cooper at 69. Dang. Miles at 76. Gosh. Is it going to be an MPJ day? You know what? What is the date? It is December something or other. This is timeless content. I don't want to put a date on it. We are going to officially announce that MPJ is in the top 50 in the D tier. Let's move some of these people up. So I'm going to move KD up to the C tier just because I love KD and he's hitting the cliff. Oh, J-Dub got to come up too. Let's just leave it here. Let me know in the comments, would you have put some of these players in different tiers? And do me a favor, check out this episode with our latest waiver wire ads.